The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there, I am here to help the Chipster. The Chipster was in the building, this very building this week, and I said hello to him. He asked me when I was dropping the blacklist I have on him appearing on my show. I said, well, he had appeared once already this year and that was plenty. We both laughed at that, and see, what I like about him is he doesn't seem to take any of this personally. He knows I think he's hopeless, and he knows I think he wrecked the country. But he is playing the long game, and he knows I know he'll be back next year on the election campaign, and if he wins, he'll be back as a regular, which brings me to the help I'm offering. In Australia this week, their Labor government approved the extension of a massive gas project. Woodside are Australia's largest gas producer, and before the word came from the government that they would get the tick, the company had launched a fairly vigorous and, as it turns out, obviously effective campaign, reminding us all that if you want to look at a place like Spain the other day, and indeed various parts of Europe that have been spending increasing periods of time in the dark, you will find they became obsessed with renewables, and that obsession has led to blackouts. Continuity and consistency of supply, they said, or argued, is just as important as where you get your energy. Anyway, Labor gave them the tick. Yes, the conservationists are a bit upset, but aren't they always? The point for Hipkins is this, in Australia, is a Labor government that romped home in a recent election just the other day. The Labor government with a gargantuan majority. Now, why? Because it's what you would call here a Labor government of old, a centrist Labor government, not a woke, hand-wringing, ideologically obsessed Labor government of, say, 2020 through 2023. Think of some names: Blair, Hawke and Longy. They're your Labor governments of success. History shows us this. Hipkins is your Labor government of failure. Albanese has clearly learned the lessons of history and worked them nicely to his favour. Yes, he can be centre-left, but the lights will always be on. See, last time the Chipster was in charge, we stopped looking for gas altogether, and as far as I know, he wouldn't start looking again. That's the sort of thinking that leads to blackouts and an electorate that doesn't see you as viable.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.